Ladies and gentlemen, today you are in for an awesome recovery.
A life or death situation for a snowmobiler who suddenly found himself dangling in a very deep cavern.
He's in his 50s right now. He's at the hospital with a broken arm. He says he's very lucky to be alive.
It took emergency teams about an hour just to get there because it was so far in the backcountry.
They went down a mine shaft, and here in the Uintas of Utah, there's mine shafts everywhere, and not all of them have been sealed up. Crazy story. So he was just riding along, went over a hill, boom. Next thing you know, he's like 20 feet down in the earth. Search and rescue had to come out, life flight him out of here, broke his arm in like a million places, hit us up and said, hey, my sled's still on the mountain, will you guys help us? And the problem is, you can't get a regular tow truck in there because it's deep in the backcountry powder. Couldn't do it with like a UTV or a Razor because we have to be able to lift out of this mine shaft. So we came up with the solution literally yesterday. Basically a big tube jib arm that comes off the front of my Jeep, mounts off the front there and then onto the moto-built bull bar. And then we've got my big worn 10,000 pound winch with yankum rope and shackles and everything like that. Comes up here and that's gonna go down the mine shaft, pull the sled up, and then we're gonna drag it out with the Jeep. Wish us luck because this is going to be a very technical one. Also, cool thing is I'm going to be able to stay in touch with everybody on this mission because I've got Starlink high-speed internet right there on the roof of my Jeep, thanks to my friends over at RoamSat. We also got my Polaris Razor Pro on the backcountry tracks, which this thing is an absolute unit. Got Diesel Dave at the helm, Alex sitting shotgun, got Alan over here looking like he's getting ready to go work on a bridge crew, and loaded up with tools, rigging supplies, snacks, and smiles.
Getting ready to head into the backcountry to find this snowmobile. And when you go into the backcountry, obviously you got to be prepared because it can be a very unforgiving place. One of the most powerful tools that I never leave without is right here on my phone, OnX Off-Road. So I got GPS coordinates of the location of the mine shaft and the snowmobile. It's going to pull up all this information for me, like what trails we can use to get there. It's going to show me whether it's public land or private land. It can even give me like real-time weather updates. Another crazy thing about OnX Off-Road is it has waypoint markings. The rest of our crew, if they're coming behind us, I can lay out these waypoints and boom, share that file with them, and they can go exactly where we're going just by following the map that we shared with them. OnX Off-Road is hands down the most powerful mapping tool I've ever seen in my entire life. It has over 600,000 miles of off-road trails available, has the ability to download maps so you can use them without cell service. You can even have a route tracker, which I'll set right now, that's gonna actually show our exact route, how long it took us to get there, what our average speed was, what our elevation gain was. So guys, if you go in the backcountry ever, click the link in my description below and download OnX, and they're gonna hook you up. 7-day free trial just for supporting the channel and watching our videos. And I can almost guarantee you that any one of you that actually clicks the link and downloads the app, you're gonna keep the app after the free trial. This is hands down the most highly used app on my phone, and one of the most critical because sometimes it's literally the difference between life and death. So if you want to know where you stand, stay on course, and adventure smarter, download OnX Off-Road right now. Thank you, OnX, for sponsoring the video. Click the link, download the app, and go enjoy the great outdoors. All right, we just rolled up to the site where the mine is. This is insane backcountry. The snow this year has been such, as you guys know, I've complained about it in every video. It's been rained on, it's been melted, it's been super heated, it's been super frozen, and then it's just blowing all over the place. I've never experienced snow like this. It's super heavy and like bottomless. The Hell Tracks, it's the first time I've ever had Hell Tracks actually like have to like really work, and they're definitely working right now. And the Jeep is working its guts off right now too, because we got this big demon engine in here, and it's kind of a prototype cooling system that we're using. So been having to kind of baby it to keep the temps down. We got some different oil and engine coolers and stuff coming over here, and we're gonna start getting set up.
suspension and eliminate that tunnel. And then we're going to hook through the bogey wheel and the bumper, 2 straps, to this winch line, hoist it back up to freedom. We're gonna rescue that snowmobile. There it is. Whoa. Look how far. Not my glasses. Oh, my Rockwell glasses are gone. Forever.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Give me a minute. It's nice down here. All right. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this here strap. I'm gonna wrap it around the track and the line to kind of compress that tunnel. And then we're gonna use, it looks like they've got a tow strap on here. I'll probably throw one of these soft shackles on just for safety. Hook the winch on, hoist it on out.
Right now, Diesel Dave is in the belly of the beast. Looks like the sled is probably about 25 feet below the opening there from where we're at. Probably every bit of 30, 40 feet. So luckily it got wedged in there and didn't go all the way down, because who knows how deep that shaft is. A vertical mine shaft could be 1,000 feet deep. Being very careful to make sure that Dave stays strapped in. All right, we're getting ready to pull it up. The original thought was we would pull Dave up with the sled, but he's found a little kind of a alcove down there for him to be able to tuck into and hide as we pull the machine up, get the machine out of here, and then we'll go back down and grab him. How deep is it below you?
I can't tell.
You got a good footing though? You're not gonna fall once we pull that sled out?
That should be good.
You ready?
Yeah, let's make it, let her rip.
All right, here we go.
You pinched pretty good. There you go. Now you should be good. Gotcha. Dodged it.
Dave, you still clear out of the way? Yeah. Okay, it's gonna get weird here as I pull it away from the hole, so just watch out for debris. Look out, Alan. Whoa. Look out, Alan. I knew that was gonna happen. Watch out, he's perfect. You got me. I didn't know you were gonna go that fast. Dude, that is nuts. I've seen a lot of stuff. That's near the top of the weirdest we've ever recovered. How's she look? Pipe's still good. I bet she rides.
That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, that had to have been one wild ride to take a snowmobile down this hole. You guys lucky to be alive. I'm glad you're alive, Mark.
You alright, Alan? Yeah, that's easy. Diesel Dave wants to see the bottom of the mine shaft. He's already gone this far, might as well let him go all the way to the bottom and see because there might be a horizontal shaft that connects, and if there is, it's probably going to turn into a mine exploration video. Oh, he's going to unhook and disappear. You can't hear us?
You can hear me, right?
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear.
I'm pretty sure you just heard me, right?
I can hear your voice perfect through the tunnel, through the mine. I just can't hear you on the radio.
Okay. Is it worth exploring? I don't know why I'm still using the radio. Or are you ready to come up?
I mean, I would like to explore, but if you guys want to get out of here, I understand.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Probably want to start working our way out just because we got some unknowns on the way out.
Can you take me higher?
I sure can, my friend. You ready? Are you ready? Use your radio. I bet you his volume's not up.
I bet, yeah, no.
Have you checked your volume? What? All right. Okay, Diesel Dave made it to the bottom of the mine shaft, and just like we thought, there's horizontal shafts going different directions. So it could be a cool one to explore, but today's not the day. We got to get him out of the hole, get the sled hooked up, and get it pulled out of here.
Jagged edges.
Was it awesome?
It was way awesome. I tried to bring you some minerals back.
Okay, I'm gonna get you all the way up and get a picture.
Hi.
Get a thumb.
Save me, John.
You have fun?
Say, it was actually a lot of fun. It was not windy.
Warm down
Hold on, wait till I turn around. Not windy, it was warm. Little moist. It boggles my mind that that hole is just open in the middle of this field, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If someone falls in there, it's death. That's not sketchy. Whoa, that's not sketchy. Save me, Al! How about we bring your plane with me right here when I sit down and you can start going up.
So were you at the very bottom?
So I'm at the bottom here, it then slants down. I'll show you a video.
That was, although it wasn't our most difficult recovery, it definitely required a lot of like thinking, which I love those ones that are like kind of like puzzles to solve. That was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad we got it out of there because it would have been a nightmare to come all the way out here and then just have to turn around and go get a snowcat or something. But the jib boom that Iram and Jair and the guys at the shop built yesterday worked like a freaking dream, like perfect. The Warren winch had no problem getting the load pulled up. Here's one of the most incredible things. That Polaris sled just started up and is driving out of here after having just launched down a mine shaft. That's one of their new boost turbo, factory turbos. 163, looks like a brand new sled. Pretty resilient if you ask me. Dave is actually riding the mangled sled out of here. 2 broken control arms, completely broken dash and gauge and cluster display. Handlebars are bent. It's not in the best condition, but it starts and runs, and he's gonna drive it as far as he can right now, which might be right there. Also, Dave is not well known for being the world's best snowmobile rider. He doesn't ride. Oh, and he tipped over. Hey, that was sick!
No support on that ski. That ski's like,
That was the most slow motion, violent wreck. And probably side hill most of the way. Cool thing about Utah is big community of like-minded people that all kind of like the same stuff. So they knew that, you know, his sled needed to be recovered. They didn't know the owner, but they're out here helping us out and giving it a shot and guiding us and showing us where it's at. This would have been very hard to find without them or without the sponsor of today's video, Onyx.
He needs to stand on one side. He needs to stay out of the box.
I think it's operator error at this point. All right, so Diesel Dave is struggling to get that machine out of here. But John, behind the camera here, said, I want to take a stab at it. So John, flip around and tell the people why you think you can do this.
I think I can do it because I've ridden the snowmobile like 2 times.
Oh yeah, so
I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, so you should be perfect.
Yeah.
So the rule is he gets 1 tip over, and if he tips over, then we're gonna either let somebody else try or we're gonna hook it to the back of the Jeep and drag it out of here. But should be interesting.
I'm confident.
I like your confidence.
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, dude.
Do you like tracked donuts?
I do.
Should we see if I can do one?
Yeah, you better. Dave, do a trick.
These guys right here, local boys from Camas, came up and absolutely kicked ass. They didn't have to be here. They didn't know the guy whose sled we were recovering. They were just locals who wanted to pitch in and help. Huge shout out to our friends here from Camas, good riders, good guides in the backcountry, and couldn't do it without these guys. So thank you, fellas.
Sweet. Thank you.
You two are the brothers?
Yep, we're the brothers.
Well, she starts right up.
All this is a little bit surreal. I mean,
You guys are awesome. I got to go back and check out that horizontal and that other part of the vertical that keeps going.
Yeah, he wants to go see the mine.
Oh yeah. Again, I have no idea. I mean, looking down, it's like I don't want to check that out.
It goes down and turns into horizontal shafts.
Well, and then there's a vertical, and then like a 45.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know.
That's the bottom of the hole.
Oh my God.
And it goes.
Long haul.
Yeah.
You guys aren't making me feel any better.
Well guys, that's it for another recovery. Look, that one was really like fun because it was challenging, it was unique, it was beautiful terrain, everything about it was just crazy, and has a happy ending because we brought the sled back to Mark. Mark never thought he was going to see his sled again. Obviously he took a pretty good beating when he fell down in that hole. Luckily he didn't go all the way in the hole, or else he might not be here because it was a pretty long fall. Huge shout out to Yankum Ropes for always providing us with the hardware that we need, the rigging, the soft shackles, the winch line, all the stuff that we use on our recoveries. Yankum. We got a link to their site below if you want to get any recovery gear. Also, huge shout out to AMW 4x4 for building me the most incredible Jeep in the world. I mean, that thing, you saw it up there, it was a monster. Shout out to Hell Tracks for building incredible tracks. Moto Built for the bed and all the accessories on my Jeep, and then my dudes at Sparks Motors and my vlog dogs for coming together to make this thing happen, because honestly, it takes a whole village sometimes, and this one especially was, you know, it took everybody's full effort, plus the boys from Camas up here who came up to help us. Without them, we would have been probably first of all lost, and second of all digging a lot longer, because we did do some digging surprisingly, and they were very helpful. So happy ending, good recovery, time to get home. See you on the next one.